Alright, how's it going, guys? We are back for some more K2. And today we're going to work on doing this enriched iron, copper, and rare metals, which is going to give us dirty water. Well, the rare metal one we got to make hydrogen chloride for. So that one might take a little bit more work. But that's going to give us dirty water, which is going to give us 30% chance of stone, 10% iron, or copper, whichever one of those we're doing. And then it'll also give us 5% chance of rare metal, depending on which one of these we set up. And so probably just for sake of... I don't even know what it'd be the sake of. We're going to do one of each. Or we're going to do equal amounts. So for right now, I'm going to cut that. And we're going to start on iron. Which I think we're going to put down here. Well, I was going to say we can put it here. But I'm just thinking that this ain't going to be enough room eventually. Because if you look at this, it takes 3 seconds to run it through, which isn't that bad. And for smelting it, it's going to be 16 seconds. But we get 5 for every 5, where our normal is 10 for 5. So, and that's 16 seconds as well. So it's going to give us the same output, just with less input. And so if we look at, we currently have 17 times 2 just for iron. Not counting the 17 times 2 for steel. And we're going to need, let's see, that's 3 seconds there. Cooking is going to be 16. So that's a little over 5 of these that we can do off of 1. We'll say 5. So say about 8 of them for what we currently have. So yeah, just to be safe, we're gonna put it down here. So let me start with clearing this out here. And now we're going to need, start with this. And we need that, so we're going to need sulfuric acid and water. And then the dirty water is going to come out there. So we're going to turn this around. And if I do it like that, we should be able to do this. So the water will come in there. Sulfuric acid will come in there. And we'll take the dirty water out here. And if we do it like this, and we can have that run across like that, and we can have our belt run through here, which will actually do that direction. And then we can have the things come out like that. And we can actually do this one like this. So that in, that out. All right, let's see. I'm going to start with bringing this one down. I missed. Okay. Bring this one down. Change that around. And now we need water. And now, how much water are we? We're using 25, which is going to give us 25 dirty. And then we're going to use 100, which is going to give us 100. So we're not losing any water in this. We are losing the sulfuric acid. So then what I can do is just loop the water, basically. So we just need to get the water here, which I just got done completely filling all that in. But we got water right here, so... And I don't think we're using much of it, so let's run that down from there. And we can do that. We'll take this and move it. Nope, that won't work there. It will work there. Okay. Alright, and we want the water up above. So we're going to do this. So that will go there, that will go there. That will go like that, and that'll fill up our water. And so now we have what we need there. And there's 100 in each of these pipes. Let me copy this. Two, 4, 6, 8. I'm gonna do 10 there, and then let's see, go there, and let's just copy this whole upper bit here. And then we can paste that right there. That's within our build thing, so they can bring everything down here. And now let's go ahead and run our lines here. So we're going to have this one. And we'll have this one down here, which I will have the two of them come together right there. And then we can send this up and it will reconnect. Get this away. Reconnect right there. And I'll go ahead and just clear this belt off. And we'll have to do the same for the others. But we're going to start with just these for the moment. Alright, so now we need to get this one ran. And we can do this. That'll send that down through there. And let's grab some poles here. And we can just do these like this. I probably will have to adjust some of those, because I got to make sure that I'm actually not interfering with where the pipes need to go. Which is kind of a problem, because I need to move this all down one block. Alright, let me get all of this adjusted and get the pipe for the sulfuric acid brought down here. I may actually have to I just screwed that up. Now let's go ahead and cut that one as well. And we want this here. And then the other one I cut. We'll go there. Okay, I'm going to bring the sulfuric acid down and finish getting this all set up and be right back. Alright, so I got the sulfuric acid ran down here. Connecting it now. And there is the first bit of our iron coming out there. So now we need to change over our recipes here to be these, and we'll do that for all of these, and then all of these, and these. And get that out of there as well. And then we need to do these here. Now they can take all that iron ore and go put it away. And let's have a look here. Now, only one of these is running. I need to turn these around. There we go. And they're going to be filling up with the dirty water, filling it into that pipe. We need to get the sulfuric acid down here. And we also need to get the water down here. So let's do, let's see, here, there, and then we can do that, and that, and then this, and that'll take care of that. So now we'll have all of that going where it needs to go. And it looks like that's doing plenty for the steel. We're probably going to have to do a second bank for the iron. But let's go ahead and look at the filtration. So we're going to put this here, because I'm going to put another bank down below. I'll just keep doing them below it as I need more. And then we can do the filtration out over here on this side. So we're going to do one for iron ore, one for copper, one for rare metal. And we can just run this across like so. And grab us a power pole here. There we go. And then it's going to output water up here, which we're going to turn around and run right back into this water pipe here. So we're going to disconnect that. We still should have plenty of room. And then we're going to run this back over like so. And then this like that. I probably should have moved these down just a little bit so that would have been straight. But I wanted it straight with these, so yeah, that's what we're going with. And then we can simply have all of these output here and onto a belt. And then we'll just set up this. We'll tell this to filter off the iron ore. This one to filter off the copper ore. This one to filter off the rare metal. So then that'll be the stone. That'll be the iron. That'll be the copper, and we need to switch this to the other direction. There, that's better. So clear all that off, and now as these run, we will get stone at the top, rare metal, copper, and iron. And one other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to have to set up a box for stone, because as of right now we have stone coming in here. I'm going to go ahead and set up one for like we did with the iron. I'm going to set up one for the copper, and I'll set up one for the stone, and then we can send these things that we get here up there, which I also want to, I'm going to use the iron one down here to show you how I'm going to do this, because with all this moving around, I had to put this secondary box in here because this has gotten full. Now this can actually hold how much? Storage size is 500. So that's 10, and I'm guessing 50. So its storage is 500 times 200. So that's 10,000. So we actually need to set up all of these connected to it and tell them if iron ore is less than, and we'll say 9,000. That will allow it to turn on. So if I take out these stacks here, it ain't going to turn on. They're going to have room to put them in there. And what that's going to do is give me the ability to run the line from here over and be deposited and have room to do so. Alright, so it looks like we've got plenty of iron right now that I'm not going to have to set up another bank of these. So we're just going to do this, and we'll have that go up there to take care of the iron. And then as I need to, I will set up more of them down there. I think I just picked up some of the bots. Let's just do this. Then I don't have to worry about picking them up on accident. Alright, so I'm going to leave this belt here. I'm actually going to connect... actually, I can't. I was going to say I'm going to connect that one up, but what I'm actually going to do is bring it down and connect it here. And then we can use this one down lower if we end up needing another one. So for right now, I'm just going to connect it there. That way we have both of them connected up to feed both of those. And then if we need it down here, we'll take care of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the bots to get rid of these trees. And we'll just run this over. And actually for this, what I can do, I just thought about it. We can do this and have the input come from the top. That'll also work. So for right now, that's what I'm going to do with that. The stone probably isn't going to work that way, because the stone, we're probably going to end up with a lot more than what we're currently using. And this thing has been up here blinking forever. So let's get it dealt with. It shows there's improved, but that's way down below. So nothing we're going to be doing anytime soon. Better robot battery. That looks like something we could definitely go for. Just gives them an effect. It's nothing we actually have to make. So I'm going to go ahead and research that now. Research server. I don't know what it does. It says crafting speed 1, pollution 0.5. I have no idea what that does. We might do that one next, just so I can figure out what in the world that is. Alright, go ahead and get rid of that. Our iron is flowing again, which it's, you know, backed up because we didn't have iron hooked up for a bit, but it's filling back up fine. Alright, so our stone we have coming in here. and then it's running over here. So we can just run that stone line right up along there. And actually we can run it and the copper basically the same place. Let's go ahead and fix this. There, that looks better. All right, so we're gonna do our warehouse, which this one I'd love to do right here. Oh, wait a minute. No, we don't want to do that because that's the input from there. So we'll actually do it right here. And apparently we're just outside of range. Put it right there. Hey, there's an extra rail right there. Give me that. Alright, so that'll take care of that. And then we're going to do the same thing here that we did down below. And I'm actually going to save you guys from watching me do this again. I'll get these two set up and then we'll look at the hydrogen chloride we need to make. Be right back. Alright, so as of right now, with the amount of iron I'm using, which is very little, these are keeping up just fine, although it looks like we have extra water, so we'll probably have to like pop some pipes out here every little bit here to get some of that water out of there, which I'll probably actually use the water from this one to take care of the rare metal one, because that's going to need water as well. So we'll just run the water off of here over there, and that'll take care of our extra, which means we can get rid of this pipe. It's no longer needed. But let's go ahead and have a look at how we're making our hydrogen chloride now. And I'll set up the one for the copper later. It'll be exactly the same build. And we know we have chlorine up here, but I don't think we have... Oh yeah, we do. Right here. Hydrogen and chlorine. It's coming from our sand. So we just need to put the two of those back together. So hydrogen chloride is going to be 50% chlorine and 50% hydrogen made in a chemical plant. So let's go ahead and do this over here. That should give us a big enough area because we can fill in more of that if we ever need to. How much does this use? 10? Not too much, so that won't be too bad. So now we're going to do this just like we did before, except we'll have it a little bit higher since that pipe is already running down there for our mining. So there we go. And we're not using a whole lot of this, so I'm not going to bother with setting up more than one at the moment. So there we go. That takes care of that. And is there other ways of getting chlorine? Lithium chloride and water will give us lithium and chlorine. And lithium chloride comes from the mineral water and hydrogen chloride to give us lithium. Okay, that's going to give us out 10. And this is going to give us 10 of the chlorine, which is going to have to go back. We'll get a little bit extra, but not a whole lot. And then the other way is sand and water. So is there other uses for our hydrogen? We're going to use it to make ammonia. We can make water. All right. So that'll take care of that. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a regular tank, which we already have them built. So we can just throw that right there. And then that can fill in our chlorine, which we're going to go ahead and it's going to run basically right with that pipe. Because we're going to do the rare metal. We're smelting it right here. I'm just thinking these are going to be coming down this way. So if we need to smelt more rare metal, we're going to have to smelt them over this way. I don't know how much we're going to end up having to smelt of these. And I don't want to have to move this. But I'm guessing we're not going to need that many, so yeah, I'm just going to have it come down alongside here, and we'll just run it through here, and we'll set it up right there. So let's go ahead and we want to run this right along here. I'm going to leave that one out for right now while we run this. So if I make some sort of mistake, it's not going to be a major one. And I still haven't done anything about protecting from biters, which I really need to do. Because at some point, I am going to anger them. And then all hell is going to break loose. Alright. we're going to do that there. And then we can do it here. And that'll get us to here. Alright, so that'll work for that. Go ahead and get these trees and rocks out of the way. And we can just basically copy over most of this here. Not that we're going to need this much. Okay, and that's already set to the right one. And I'm quite sure this is outside of our... Yeah, a little bit. So let's grab one of these. We'll put it there. And then we'll grab another one. And we're going to have to put this... If I put it there, they'll be able to build inside that area. They just won't be able to bring me anything inside that area, and that's fine. I don't need them to bring me anything inside that area. Now, where in the world did I put this thing? Right there. That should take care of that. So now that's all covered inside the build area. So they can get everything brought down here. And we'll change this recipe over to the rare metal, which I'll have to change all the ones up top once they get them all in here, which looks like they did. Just gotta wait on them to get this one in. Which I'll... Here, I can just bloop. There, that takes care of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all of the filtration up, at least for these, over here. And they used all my underground pipes, so I'll have to wait until they bring me some more. Alright, so come back up here and they can now fill that in. Our better robot battery research is now done. There's another one later on. Advanced computer capable of producing complex tech carts. Alright, let's go ahead and research that then. I'm amazed it didn't say it when we were hovering over the thing that's what it did. Alright, so we're going to run this over this way, which we may have to move this if we end up doing more rare metal smelters, but I'm guessing we're not going to have to do that for a little while. Alright, we need to take those out. It would be good to run this that way, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn this here. We'll run it down like this. There we go. And then we need to change all of these over to the new smelting recipe. And I'll have to get all of this cleared off of here, which I'll throw over there. That's not needed. Alright, there's all that. And we can bring this down like this. Not quite sure why I have this quite so high. And then we can just have this run back over this way. And our output is here, which we are going to change. And I'm going to have it here. There we go. So now the only thing we don't have hooked up is our water, which, well, that's going to be a problem trying to hook it there. Let's see. We can actually take it out here. And we want to hook it to that water line. So I'm going to have to go just a little bit above them. Yeah, I was worried about that. Go ahead and get this out of here. And let's go ahead and hook that up. So we're going to run this water line out and over here, which is not going to be able to go across that. Almost guaranteed. Actually, it can. Alright. I love these longer pipes. The fact that they can go so far in this compared to vanilla is awesome. Alright, so that should take care of all of our excess water. Except, oh. Waiting on them to bring those in and connect them. There we go. That is now running. And that'll come over here and get smelted. And then all of the dirty water will come over here and get filtered in our filtration plants, which now should not have any excess water in them, which they do not. And if we end up needing more filtration plants, we can always add more in. These only take 2 seconds to run, where these take 3 seconds. So therefore, we should need one of these for every one of these once they're all running. But as you can see, it's not a problem right now. Alright, so I'll go ahead and get the copper set up, which will be exactly like the iron here. The one thing we do need to check on is our sulfuric acid tank. Make sure that we're good on it, which we are. So if we need to set up more sulfuric acid, we'll do that later on. But right now it looks like we can keep up just fine. So I will talk to you guys next time. And we will probably take a look at what this is. I'm guessing it's just going to unlock the ability to make other tech cards more advanced than what we currently have. We probably should get into making lithium sometime soon. And then we also have our biofuel that we need to look at soon. So we'll probably take a look at one of those. And we have our pollution filter stuff that we need to look at as well. So we got plenty of things to keep us busy. And with that, I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time.